So it's not looking very good right now for the WGA, the Writers Guild of America. That's because Friday's meeting with Hollywood studio negotiators, the first, by the way, since the strike began, did not make any new headway.
And Variety reports that the two sides met for about an hour, but that after the WGA stood firm on its expectations regarding minimum staffing levels in episodic TV and a guaranteed minimum number of weeks of employment, the conversation fizzled. The strike stretches into its fourth month, if you can believe that.
Wow.
Well, we have a couple of superstars, one of them superhero, actors here and great friends of mine and producers to talk about this strike. We have Dean Cain, best known for his role as Clark Kent. I think everyone at home actually knows that. They're looking at the screen right now. They're like, Superman's on TV. And also the host of a great show, Ripley's Believe It or Not. Thank you so much for being with us, Dean. And also another great friend of mine, actor and producer, superstar, great human being, Antonio Sabàto Jr. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, guys.
Hey, pleasure.
All right, so
Happy to be
Dean,
here.
yeah, good to have you. That's a great shot right there. Look at those guys. All right, so Dean, first to you. Will there be a compromise, you think, anytime soon? Because this is really stretching out a long time.
Well, it's so hard to say. I mean, there's legitimate concerns. I mean, the streaming world has changed the way business is done, and something has to be done about that. And AI, they're far apart right now. This isn't the first time we've had a strike. And I imagine it's going to go on a little bit longer. I don't see any headway at this point in time. It's unfortunate, but I think it's going to go on for a little while.
Yeah, Antonio, some people are, piggybacking on what Dean was saying, some people are turning to Cameo in order to pay their bills while striking. How worried do you think the WGA should be in this strike lasting possibly, potentially, a lot longer, weeks, if not months?
This strike is going to go on for a long, long time. There's people in SAG and the Writers Guild. They just met for an hour. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's disgusting. They should be meeting every single day for hours and hours. They knew this was coming. This is not a secret about AI and everything the producers and all the studios have been doing for quite some time. So the representation is extremely bad. And striking on the street right now is doing absolutely nothing. Nobody in the country cares about. This country is doing really bad. So the last thing they want to care about is actors. But what I'm worried about is the crews. The people that work on these movies and television shows, they're out of work for a long time. You see, actors should get together, the Tom Cruise, the big shots of Hollywood, should sit down right now for the next, I don't know how long, whatever, and just make things like this and say, listen, you guys are going to make this happen for us. Otherwise, we never work with you again. We're not going to work under unions, and we're going to make our own movies our own ways by FICOR and things like that, because entertainment is going to go on. You see, unions, my friends, are good for some things, but really horrible for others. And SAG hasn't done nothing for actors over a period of time. The only one who's done stuff for actors was Ronald Reagan back in the day. He got us like residuals. Beside him, they're talking about what? They're wasting people's times and wasting a lot of careers.
I love that he brings up that point, Antonio. It's so important because it's not just about, the writers. It's about the whole team. It's about the people behind the scenes. All these people have families. They're relying on paychecks. This is really impacting their livelihood. It affects their children. So there's just a much larger picture here when you look at it in the aggregate than just, drilling down on the writers doing this. But I think you're right. Absolutely. It's shameful to meet for 1 hour to go over this when this really has such a big economic, impact.
Guys, listen. If all these actors, and I'm talking about Ben Affleck, everybody who's striking right now with the signs, I saw everybody striking. They want to get involved with the family, the SAG family. I get it. The thespians, everybody working together.
Hey,
just
Dean,
tell the producers right now, I'm not going to work with you again if you don't make this happen by 6 p.m. this afternoon. Done.
Hey, Dean, real quick, in the time we have left, we have maybe like 30 seconds. The LA Times came out with a poll, and it showed that not a lot of people are really thinking about that. I think it was only like 7% or 38%. Oh, okay. So 38% of respondents say they sympathize more with the striking actors and writers. So a fairly low amount. What can be done to bring this more to the attention, aside from, interviews like this, to people about exactly what's happening and why they should care about this?
I think it's a tough sell right now. People are struggling to make their bills, keep their lights on. I mean, the way the economy is, even though you keep hearing from this administration how strong and wonderful everything is, people aren't feeling that. Inflation's through the roof. And so people don't care as much about, striking writers and striking actors. It's about number 74 on their list of 75 things. So it's unfortunate in that sense, but I don't think you're going to get a big public outcry supporting this.
Well, we'll continue covering it and, getting you guys back on the show. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming on, Dean Cain, Antonio Sabàto Jr.
Thanks, guys.
Always good to have you.
Happy.
Thank you.
Happy to.